All right, it's exactly 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Live on this Thursday morning, the 26th of October. It's good to have you on board. Our top story this morning, the polls have opened in Kenya for a disputed presidential rerun that has sparked a fierce of violence in the East African country. It's the second time in 3 months that Kenyans are voting after the August victory of President Uhuru Kenyatta was overturned by the Supreme Court. Kenyatta is almost assured of victory after his chief rival, Raila Odinga, withdrew from the race, saying the poll would be marred by the same flaws which saw the August vote overturned. Odinga has called on his supporters to boycott the elections, while Kenyatta has urged Kenyans to turn up and vote. Let us now cross live to our reporter Sarah Kimani. He is in with the campaign team of President Uhuru Kenyatta in Gatundu. Sarah, good morning to you. Talk to us about the current mood where you are, because we understand that that's President Uhuru Kenyatta's constitution.
Yes, we are in President Uhuru Kenyatta's constituency. It is called Gatundu South constituency. The turnout is quite good compared to other parts of the country. If you just look behind me here, you can see people queuing to cast their ballots. Unlike the other election where we had 8 ballot boxes here, today we just have 1 ballot box. It's a ballot box for the president because it is a presidential election. This comes after the Supreme Court of Kenya on the 1st of September this year nullified Uhuru Kenyatta's victory, 54% victory, and ordered a fresh election within 60 days. So what will happen here? Kenyans will be casting their ballot just for the president, and then polls will close at exactly 5 p.m. and counting will then start. Now, unlike other parts of the country, here the queues are long, orderly, but just like other parts of the country, security is very tight. President Kenyatta yesterday making an economic case for this election, saying the country has been through such a long electoral period and Kenyans must go back to work. Where we are is a farming community, it is the planting season, and so the queues compared to last time are short, and people are streaming in, probably coming from the farms, coming from the dairy where they must take their milk, but indeed they're turning out. Now in other parts of the country, Raila Odinga's strongholds, people have kept away, heeding to the calls by the opposition leader to stay home. Odinga has withdrawn his candidature, saying that this election would not be credible. Now, from here, we'll move across the country to just show you what will be happening. Aldrin Sampier, my colleague, will be showing you what is happening in former Prime Minister and opposition leader Raila Odinga's strongholds. And then later in the evening, we'll be bringing you the closing of the vote and also the counting and the tallying. We will be with you in Kenya until we know who exactly will be the next president of the Republic of Kenya, or if indeed Uhuru Kenyatta will be taking a second term, and a second and final term. From Gatundu South constituency, I'm signing off now for SABC News Morning Live.
All right, thank you so much indeed to our reporter there, Sarah Kimani, live from Gatundu, which is President Uhuru Kenyatta's constituency. That's his stronghold. Earlier in the show, we had our reporter Aldrin Sampier live from Kibera, which is Raila Odinga's stronghold, saying that people are not there in their large numbers. As Sarah said, we'll be continuing this broadcast and coverage of the elections here on SABC News.